Well, hi there. This is Friday the 10th of May. It's been a while since I've done one of the videos. I think it was at least a month ago, I'd say. And it's all been a bit crazy, certainly with work stuff, which is good, as that pays for the film. So where are we? There's been a great deal of planning actually going on, sort of putting in particularly specific dates throughout the whole of the year for filming and just working that out. So on Wednesday I had a meeting with the actors, well, three of them, just to sort of clarify availability and when they can meet up for filming and all that sort of thing. So it's quite complicated, that, and also with that in mind, we've been myself and Roger, we've had quite a number of meetings really, just to work out what we can do in order to make the filming sort of quicker, shall we say, and making it more speedier. So I'm just altering this lamp that is just seems to want to get in on the act, basically. It's pretty rubbish, really. Funny enough, I've just lent my redhead halogen lights to another shoot, so because I was thinking about using that for this. It's like that. This lamp is like that Pixar movie. Badoing, badoing, badoing. It's desperate to get in on the act. So, and as you can see, actually, you can see the different effects from me altering the lighting, which so far all are rubbish. And it's a bit better. Anyway, yeah, just trying to certainly cut costs and reduce the amount of time needed to spend in Dover, which is an expensive thing to do. If you've got a crew of 15 people or so, the cost of that, put them up even just one night, is quite sort of serious. So anyway, so we've been sorting out a lot of that. I've altered some of the way the script works, just slightly, which definitely will save a bit of money and make things a bit simpler, especially the scene one that we're shooting a week on Sunday. So this Sunday we're doing a technical walkthrough, and then just to see exactly where the actors need to go, etc. So the actors are there as well. Actually, it's a bit of a rehearsal really, and it's the opening scene, so it's important to get that right. And I've got a few sort of other thoughts on that we're going to try out as well on Sunday, and the actual shoot is on the 19th, the following Sunday. So meeting up with Roger this morning at good old Costa Coffee at Waterstones, which I found out today is closing, so that's a bit of a shock. Don't know when that is, but that's going to take away one of my production meeting places. It's a shame. Anyway, yeah, so we just discussed, worked out what it would be if we did this particular thing, which I can't say right now because it'd be a spoiler, and just making sure that when you slightly twist things in the script, how you've originally envisaged it, if you slightly alter your approach, are you damaging the story? You're damaging the plot, which is obviously what I don't want to do. You might find a cheaper way to do something, or a more cost-effective, a quicker way, simpler way to do something. But there's no point doing it if it damaged the quality of the film, the professionalism of it, the impact of the story. Which is what you don't really want to do. So a lot of thinking about that, which we're doing at the moment, and it makes it an interesting sort of thing really, and unfortunately I can't go into too much about that until the film's actually done really, because it would be a spoiler. But so hopefully this time next year, you'll see what's the sort of dilemmas that you're faced with sometimes when you have to seriously consider the budget. But like I said, you never want to damage the vision, the end product. So, but it'll work out fine. I'm sure it will. All the right people are involved. So that it'll be fine. So I actually went to the location today, very very briefly, with one of the actresses, just to again just to check in my mind where sort of where I wanted the camera to be, where I wanted the shot, and what camera kit we were going to use. Was it a jib mounted shot or handheld or whatever, a tripod, that sort of thing. So and that's very much a discussion that as well that I have with G, with the director of photography. I've certainly got my thoughts, how I'd like that scene one to be shot, and but you definitely need to involve your DP on that, because he'll probably have better ideas. But that's all good. There was a bit of there's some more. Again, it is all about the planning at the moment. Over this weekend, there's going to be a lot of things set in the diary for the actors, and we're going to blitz it. So for this year, for the filming of this year, which is studio and on location. There's another again, I've slightly altered things so we can shoot one of the scenes that was going to be down in Dover, actually up here at the same farm that we're using. It's just so close, and with the use of correct use of camera angle and all that sort of thing, we can definitely do it. And actually, as soon as we started looking at it, it seemed obvious. In fact, yes, we can shoot that up here. We don't need to shoot that bit in Dover. So I definitely want to try and reduce as much as that's possible in order to save money. Because of course, at the end of the day, if you go to a location, you're going to a location for the purposes of shooting that location. So if you're doing a load of close-up work, or it's very dark, you can't really see much, well, what is the point of shooting that there? Of course, there's no question there's issues of continuity, and you've really got to keep a sharp eye on that. And with Don me taking stills, and we've got the stuff on video anyway, we need to keep a close eye on that one to make sure that that works. You might go into a close-up shot which is shot up here in the studio, where the actor's got his helmet on, but when we left it in Dover, before we went into the close and we got some kind of establishing shot, he actually had the helmet off. So an example of continuity error there. So we're very aware of that, and we'll keep a close eye on that one. And but like I said, you can do a lot of close-up work and even some medium shot type stuff without being at Dover. So when we are at the fort, we just make sure we get take advantage of being on location and getting that background in there, etc., etc. I'm not massively keen on doing the green screen or in our world. It's actually a blue screen, CGI type work. Certainly the blue screening, I'm hesitant, but it's much prefer things live there and then. Although there is a bit of blue screening that we use. Anyway, I think that's enough for me rambling on. What we'll do is I'm trying to get a video diary from this Sunday when we do the sort of walkthrough, technical walkthrough, bit of rehearsal, and get G or someone in on this video, so make it a bit more interesting. Get other people's take on things, and then we'll shoot a bit as well. Actually, a week on Sunday when we actually are on location shooting. Which is scene one, so we've been, as you can see, it's not chronologically shot. You just don't work like that. It's you shoot how people are available and what the weather's like, and do you want to cut your teeth first on something, which is actually how we did how I wanted to do it. I wanted to have the initial shoot in a studio, so get the sort of processes right and understanding of what we need to do, and I thought that was a really good idea. That really worked. You know, we just had a very simple scene to shoot, a few shots actually of a scene, and we did that studio, and that's what we did first, and that was like scene 33 or something, you know, quite late on in the film, and then we jumped around and did scene 5 and 38 in the woods back in March, and 43 in the cathedral, and 42 in the cathedral, that sort of thing. So you know, jumping around, and actually, you know, so we're actually, you know, sort of four months into shooting, we're actually doing scene 1 now, which is quite a nice thing to do, because you start to you know, build a picture for the actors and for everyone really, to see how the atmosphere and the theme of the film will be, because the scene 1 definitely sets the tone. It's yeah, that's all I'm saying. More on that, but it you know, it sets the scene, so to speak. Anyway, so that's all for me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, tell everyone to support the fort, and another video diary well, in the next few days really. Thanks. Bye.